Is everything you've been told about birthright citizenship just plain wrong? Media outlets love to tell you that the 14th Amendment guarantees it for children of illegal aliens. That's not exactly true. Donald Trump has said that he wants to explore getting rid of birthright citizenship because it's the exact opposite of what the 14th Amendment actually says. Today, we're breaking down the truth behind this controversial issue, and trust me, it's not what you think. It is controversial, but it doesn't have to be. It's very simple. And I will show you what the U.S. Senator who introduced the 14th Amendment had to say about the very clause on the record from the floor of the U.S. Senate. We will once and for all debunk the argument for birthright citizenship. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, click the button to become a subscriber to the channel. Hit the notification bell and smack that like button because it helps us out. All right. Let's get one thing straight. The 14th Amendment does not say what the media wants you to believe it says. I know, shocking, right? Yet, every major outlet repeats the same line over and over again like a broken record. The 14th Amendment guarantees birthright citizenship. Vox started off with, the law is clear on birthright citizenship. Can Trump end it anyway? Then they go on to say, the Constitution guarantees citizenship to nearly everyone born in the U.S. Trump wants to take that away. Politico wrote, Trump says he will end birthright citizenship in the headline. And in the piece, they say, President-elect Donald Trump said he still plans to end birthright citizenship in the United States on day one, but was unable to provide insight how he would go around the 14th Amendment. The AP got into the act with a headline, Trump promises to end birthright citizenship. What is it, and could he do it? In the piece, the writer said, President-elect Donald Trump has promised to end birthright citizenship as soon as he gets into office to make good on campaign promises aiming to restrict immigration and redefining what it means to be an American. It's not what he's doing. But any efforts to halt the policy would face steep legal hurdles only because leftist judges would go against the law just to hurt Trump. She goes on to say, birthright citizenship means anyone born in the United States automatically becomes an American citizen. It's been in place for decades and applies to children born to someone in the country illegally or in the U.S. or on a tourist or student visa who plans to return to their home country. They sound like they all got the same talking points memo, right? But hold on. What about that tricky little phrase they always skip over? You know the one. Subject to the jurisdiction thereof. That, my friends, is where the entire argument they make falls completely apart. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the authors of the 14th Amendment meant and why today's interpretation doesn't hold water. Let's all take a quick trip back to 1866. Civil War just ended. Slavery abolished. And America's radical Republicans were fighting to protect African Americans' civil rights. They passed a law stating all persons born in the United States and not subject to any foreign power are hereby declared to be citizens. Now, what does that mean? Simple. The law protected freed slaves and their children, not foreigners, not illegal aliens, and not the children of tourists. But fast forward to 1868. The radical Republicans then pushed the 14th Amendment, which took that language and refined it. And it says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens. Let's all pause for a moment here while MSNBC libnuts Google the term jurisdiction. Okay, seems straightforward, right? Until you get to the words subject to the jurisdiction thereof. That's what they always leave out. But what does that phrase actually mean? Now brace yourself. It's not what MSNBC or CNN told you. Republican Senator Jacob Howard, the man who introduced the 14th Amendment, made this crystal clear. He said, quote, this will not, of course, include persons born in the United States who are foreigners, aliens, who belong to the families of ambassadors or foreign ministers accredited to the government of the United States, but will include every other class of person. That's plain English, right? Foreigners and aliens include illegal aliens, illegal immigrants. This isn't a conspiracy theory, guys. It's straight from the guy who wrote the amendment, who introduced it. Yet some scholars still like to argue the phrase only applies to diplomats. Really? Because the last time I checked, foreigners and aliens mean exactly what the words say. Words matter, guys. Now, what about that infamous 1898 Supreme Court case that they'll all tell you? United States versus Wong Kim Ark. Well, here's the thing. Wong Kim Ark was born to Chinese immigrants who were legally and permanently living in the U.S. The court ruled that citizenship applies to resident aliens. Sounds clear, right? Not so fast. The ruling specifically said, subject to the jurisdiction thereof applies to people permitted by the United States to reside here because they have a loyalty to be here. You see the problem? Illegal immigrants, tourists, and temporary visitors do not fit that description, even if they are given amnesty. Amnesty is a political pardon for people who have committed political offenses. So if the Democrats ever gave all 30 million amnesty, it would remove the charges for illegally crossing our border, but they would still not become subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. The dissenting justices on that case, by the way, they tried shredding the majority opinion, calling it feudal logic left over from English monarchy. Yeah, feudal law in America, monarchy here. Really? All right. Enter Donald Trump, who recently said he'll end birthright citizenship. NBC's Kristen Welker, who also doesn't understand, confidently quoted the 14th Amendment, but left out the operative phrase, subject to the jurisdiction thereof. It's very convenient for these people. Why do they all leave it out? When Trump pushed back, the media chorus went into a full toys in the attic, bat guano crazy meltdown. BBC, CNN, even Hillary Clinton jumped in. They were all parroting the same incomplete line. Clinton even had the nerve to say birthright citizenship is enshrined in the Constitution. Sorry, I can't believe that party nominated this fool for president. Yeah, Hillary, you left out that part that matters. The phrase subject to the jurisdiction thereof changes everything. So why does the media keep leaving it out? I'll let you answer that one. Well, what's the bottom line? All right, the 14th Amendment was written to protect freed slaves, not to hand out citizenship to the children of illegal immigrants. The legislative history proves it. The words of its authors prove it. And no, birthright citizenship is not settled law. It's a misinterpretation that's been repeated so often, people just stop questioning it. The truth matters, and so do words. If you don't believe me, just go back and read the radical Republicans and what they actually said. All right, thank you for watching. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with the latest news and commentary that cuts through the noise. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.